This is Desean Jones, and you're watching the show LA.
This is Brayden Hagle, and you're watching the show LA.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the show LA. I'm AP.
And I'm LP. For anybody that's new, we're going to give you a quick rundown of what to expect today. We've got our upper and lower classmen watch list, and AP, what's next?
And as always, we've got black coffee with the one and only Mr. John Brown. And then for the Beta LA segment, we're going to throw it back to earlier this year in the spring and give you some highlights from the Passing Down Norcal tournament. But up first, from Sierra Canyon, on our upperclassmen watch list, class of 2022, DB, wide receiver, all-around athlete, Desean Jones. Stay tuned.
Desean Jones, Sierra Canyon, class of 2022, DB, wide receiver.
Desean, for years, Sierra Canyon has been known primarily as a basketball school. What are you guys doing on the football field to kind of change that reputation and let people know that you guys are balling out on the other side as well?
Oh man, like we just trying to put the football team on the map, you feel me? Like every time everybody thinks of Sierra Canyon, they think of the basketball team, but we trying to change that culture and, you know, make it a all-around school.
There's a lot of choices that you have in Southern California in terms of picking a high school. What was it about Sierra Canyon that made that decision easier for you?
The reason why I went to Sierra Canyon is because of academics, like nobody else. Well, everybody has their own academics, but Sierra Canyon was just top dog. So I had to, you know, get the best of both worlds.
In regards to the recruiting process, Desean, which schools are currently showing the most interest and, you know, who are you getting the most attention from?
Right now I've been in contact with the head coach for Princeton and the DB coach for Cal, and I've been in touch with Yale and Columbia.
Quickly, Desean, how would you describe your gameplay on the field?
I describe my game as a dog. If the ball's in the air, if you run in my vicinity, you're mine. If the ball's in the air, it's mine.
Desean, you guys have several highly recruited players on your team, including Virginia Tech DB commit DJ Harvey, Georgia Tech quarterback commit Chaden Perry. What have you been able to learn from those guys?
Oh, with DJ, he teaches me a lot of things, you know, releases, technique. You know, Chaden, he teaches, you know, how he sees the game, so you get to see the game from a quarterback's point of view. You know, he's going to Georgia Tech, you know, so that's always good.
Your primary position is DB. What exactly has Chaden Perry, as a Georgia Tech commit, big-time recruit, been able to teach you every day at practice?
Chaden's made my game a lot better. You know, he really emphasizes, you know, technique and how he sees the game and, you know, where he wants to throw the ball, how he wants to throw the ball, so it really helps me.
You play multiple positions on the field, Desean. How has playing wide receiver helped you as a DB?
Playing DB helps me guard wide receivers because I know what they want to do, when they want to do it, and how they want to do it.
You're in a big-time spot as a varsity player here in Southern California. Regardless of what school you're at, what's your advice to the youth who want to be in your shoes one day?
To the youth, man, just really get your grades right. You know, football's not everything. You know, there's life after football. You know, you gotta really set yourself up for that second life after football.
Desean, you have a lot of interest right now from Ivy League schools. That's a huge accomplishment. You have to definitely have a certain pedigree academically to even be considered. What has that meant for your immediate family and those who have been in your circle from day one?
It means the world to my family, you know. They view me as, like, you know, the top dog. You know, all my little cousins, they look up to me, so it makes me want to go that much harder.
Desean, how would you describe your competitive nature in the classroom?
I would describe my competitive nature in the classroom. You know, I study hard, you know, stay up till 12 at night, studying flashcards, whatever I got to do, you know, to get that A+.
That was a great feature with Desean Jones of Sierra Canyon. This is a guy that currently doesn't have any offers, but we are going to be following his recruitment process. Up next, we have Black Coffee with John Brown. He's breaking it down for us.
Okay, this is John Brown again, giving you some black coffee again here. Let's talk about kids in school. If your kid's not motivated in terms of their grades, not making the grades you think they should make, starts at 5 years old. When they're 4 and 5, I'm telling you what I did. Look, my kids were 4.3 students, but you know what? I really don't think they were born that smart, to be honest. We just worked them. So there's no such thing as a stupid kid. Some learn faster than others. But if a kid can tell me his phone number by heart, that means he has a memory. So what we did was this. Let's say my son came home with a grade that was not satisfactory to us. I would go to the teacher and say, hey, can you work with him? A lot of times teachers couldn't do it. So we found outside help to help my kid and give him the answers. And always, when he went back to take that exam again, he got an A+. Every single time. So if the teachers couldn't do it, we found outside help to help my kids in school. Very, very important. When they did homework on the kitchen table, all three, not in their bedrooms. I want to keep my eye, and me and my wife, we kept our eye on our kids. We're going to make sure you're doing it. And in my house, this is my own rules. If you brought an A home, I don't want to see an A. Any fool can make an A, I told him. I got to see A+. If it's an A+, don't show it to me. So, and my sons will always say, Papa, you crazy. I couldn't get A+ because there's no opportunities to get extra credit on this test. I got 100. I only way I can get A+ if there was a way to give me, 2 other questions that can give me A+. I said, well, either way, I don't want to see an A. Anybody can make an A. So it's just a mindset, So you got to start that at 5 years old, 4 years old. Let them know how great they are. Let them know how good they are. And I never, ever, ever got mad at my kid for a bad grade. Never yelled at them, never got unhappy. I said, don't worry about it. We'll fix that. I called the right person. Hey, you know the answer to these questions? Yes. Let me bring my son to your house. I'll pay you. Give him those answers. Teach him how to do that. You got it? Okay, he got it. Guess what? We take off. There was a situation at Servite High School. My son came home, had a problem in math. I don't know what level it was. Talked to the teachers, hey, can you help him out? She goes, yeah. Let's meet at lunchtime, and I'll go over it with him. I said, well, at lunchtime, he's eating lunch. How about this? Whatever you're going to tell him at lunchtime, why don't you tell him in the classroom? Is it a secret? Tell him in the classroom. Don't wait till lunch. It's stupid. So keep in mind, I'm paying for my kids to go to Servite High School. She couldn't help him, so I took him to mathnasium. I had to pay again. There's a conflict. I'm paying mathnasium and you? Something's wrong. Go to mathnasium. He went back, got an A+. 2 months, no, maybe 3 weeks later, the teacher calls me. Hey, Mr. Brown, do you remember me? I go, yeah. Your son had a problem in my class and somehow you rectified it. How'd you do that? Can you give me the information to where you sent him? Because I have some other kids that need help. True story. What the hell's going on here? Even the teacher don't know what they're doing sometimes, is my point. So you got to get outside help sometime. So ain't nothing wrong with your kids. Ain't such thing as stupid kids. It's a question of you as a parent staying on top of it. If you don't know the answers, shit, I didn't know it, but I found someone who did. That's what you need to do. Find someone that can stay on top of your kids. Don't let them get left behind, because the schools will let them get left behind. Please make sure of that. That's my black coffee for the day.
As always, Mr. John Brown, man, spitting game for you guys. Hope you soaked up some of that. Up next, our lower classman watch list. 2023 quarterback Brayden Hagle out of Chaminade sits down with our own Lindsey Polaris on the lower classman watch list.
It's LP. I'm back with our lower classman watch list today on the show LA. We've got Brayden Hagle. He's the class of 2023 quarterback out of Chaminade High School. Brayden, thanks so much for being here today.
Brayden Hagel, quarterback at Chaminade, class of 2023.
Brayden, what was it about Chaminade that made you decide to play for Ed Croson?
I chose Chaminade really because of the ability to be competitive academically and athletically. It's a great coaching staff. They're really about developing their players more than bringing in guys, and it's a great family spirit there.
Brayden, how has the rich quarterback history of Chaminade really helped you as a player?
Yeah, definitely. Chaminade has a rich quarterback history for sure. They're known, they do a great job developing their quarterbacks, and again, that's one of the reasons why I chose Chaminade. And it's great to see Jalen come in and kind of bring back that legacy for Chaminade quarterbacks. I'm hoping to continue that after him.
How do you embrace your role as a leader both on and off the field?
It's very important to me to lead like in the classroom and around school as long as on the field. It's all about leading by example. I'm trying to stay after, putting as much work as possible, and I'm always trying to get the best grades and helping my teammates out in school too.
Brayden, you are early on in the recruitment process. What is it that you're looking forward to the most as that really starts ramping up?
I'm definitely looking to build some relationships with schools. Growing up in Cali, it's all Pac-12, but I'm looking to expand and build some relationships all over the country. It's really anywhere a coach wants me, just looking to build a relationship with a school that can put me in a good position to succeed academically and athletically.
Brayden, these past 6 months have been crazy and unprecedented. What type of training and workouts were you doing during the height of the pandemic?
To stay ready for the season, it's just a lot of work and film with my coaches through Zoom calls. And we've still been getting together with my teammates and stuff, just throwing, working at the park, even with the fires and stuff. We've had some practices and stuff, but we can't do much just because of COVID, so we're getting together after practice and whenever we can just to watch some film or work.
Brayden, give us your thoughts on the upcoming classes at Chaminade.
So the upcoming class at Chaminade is really going to be the future of the school. You know, we're looking to compete for state championships every year coming forward. We have a lot of good guys there. We had a great class of 2023. A lot of playmakers, but more than anything, we also have a lot of really good role players and kids that are looking to get better. So you'll see some names keep coming up throughout the years.
Brayden, last year wide receiver Ian Duarte wowed us all. He was a freshman playing on varsity and put up some crazy numbers. What's it like to play with a guy like that?
Ian Duarte is just a great athlete. He's committed to the game. He's just super athletic. You know, he plays baseball too. He just outruns guys. If there's open field, he'll find it. So you can just get him the ball in space.
Everybody's got their dream schools as a kid. What were yours?
Well, growing up, mostly Pac-12 schools. My dream school's always been Stanford, just because we have kind of a family allegiance to the school. But again, anywhere in the Pac-12 is really where I've kind of grown up watching, but anywhere in the country, really, a school that takes interest in me.
Brayden, this is your chance for your elevator pitch. If you could look a recruiter right in the eye, what would you tell him your best assets and skills are?
If I could tell recruiters anything, it'd just be that I'm going to be the guy out there working the hardest, and more than anything, I'm committed to helping my teammates. So however I can do it in the weight room, in the classroom, on the field, I'm trying to make everyone better out there.
Thanks so much for joining us on the show LA this week, Brayden. I'm going to send it over to AP for our Beta LA segment.
All right, you guys, as promised, a little look back. Earlier this year in the spring, we had a chance to go up to Norcal for the passing down 7-on-7. So enjoy some of these highlights.
I'm clapping them all game. It's too easy. Come here.